20 years ago now, a gentleman who you may be aware of. He's been, in my opinion, the premier musician, songwriter for the church for the last quarter century or so, Michael McLean, wrote something called The Forgotten Carols. And perhaps you've been lucky enough to see his performances of the Forgotten Carols over the holiday season. And I really like the Forgotten Carols because it talks about some of the individuals that were participants in the Nativity story, but you may have thought of them in a different light, or maybe you never even thought of them at all. And through this musical piece that Michael wrote, he highlights some of the people that were participants in the Nativity. And my favorite one from that is about the innkeeper. And in the Nativity story, if there is a villain or somebody who perhaps it was malperceived, if that's such an expression, you thought maybe he played a sort of a bad part in the Nativity story by turning them away, the lyrics of this song talk about his experience that night over the next couple of days. And so this is the Innkeeper's Song. I am a man forgotten. No one recalls my name. Thousands of years have faded to fully erase my shame. But I turned the prophet nicely that day, that I turned the couple away. I turned them away. I couldn't sleep that evening. Oh, I'd sold out my place. Somehow I felt uneasy. Something about her face. Oh, why do I wish that I'd let them stay? I don't think they could have paid, or could they have paid? Restless, I left my bedroom, and I walked the streets all night, lost in the world I lived in. And I knew where that cry had come from, for I told them where they could go. But I don't think I could have faced them, so I walked slowly home, missing my chance to share in their joy. I never saw a boy. He never would condemn me. I did that all on my own. He offered his forgiveness, and ever since then I've known that he lets us choose each hour of each day if we'll let him in to stay. let him in.